You wanted to know when you can start pumping before having the baby in order to have milk on hand afterwards. And actually, you don't need to pump before the baby's born and shouldn't. It should be avoided because it can actually cause contractions, which can lead to preterm labor. There's also no need to rough up the nipples before the baby's born. I've had a lot of people ask questions in the past about what they can do to prepare their body for nursing so it won't be as uncomfortable in the beginning, but there's nothing that you can or should do before the baby's born. After the baby's born, you can work with a lactation specialist that will talk with you about making sure your baby's latching properly. And if the baby's latching properly, then that will decrease the chances that you'll have breast pain while you're starting to breastfeed your baby. During pregnancy, a woman's body is prepping for milk production. On average, a woman gains about 1 to 2 pounds of extra breast tissue. It proliferates in preparation for making milk. And of course, all of these changes happen because of hormones. And then after the placenta is delivered, after the baby's born, all of these hormones start shifting. Estrogen and progesterone drop, and there are other hormone shifts that tell your body it's time to start making milk. Now, during the first couple of days after the baby's born, milk production is actually a hormone response, and you make colostrum for the first few days. But then milk comes in on average about 3 to 6 days after the baby's born, and then it becomes a supply and demand type of function, meaning the more you stimulate your body by emptying the breast, the more milk the body will make. So after the baby's born, there are things you can do to stimulate milk production and to also start building up a supply of milk that you can use in the future. You can either pump in between feedings or pump after feedings, and that will allow you to gain a store of milk. Make sure that you're properly storing and using it. Wash your hands well before pumping and make sure that all of the equipment you're going to use, including the bottles, are cleaned and dried thoroughly in between each use. Also have a good supply of Ziploc bags that you can use in the freezer if you're going to store the milk in the freezer. And store it in small batches, like 2 to 3 ounces in each bag, so it reduces the amount of waste that you'll have when using it for your baby. Freshly pumped breast milk can be stored at room temperature for up to 4 hours, but it's best to just refrigerate it as soon as possible. And if you get it in the fridge right away, then it can stay in the fridge for up to 4 days. But if you're not going to use it within 24 hours, stick it in the freezer. And it can stay good in the back of a regular freezer for up to 9 months, and it can be good for up to 12 months in a deep freeze. If you have more questions in the future for me, feel free to ask them on our Facebook page at facebook.com/Intermountain Moms, and recommend us to your friends and family too.